Gerald Tanaka and Richard Ferris.
Hi, my name is Tom Crowley, and I'm testifying just on my own behalf here. But I see many of my friends and reef stewards here, and I know that I'm expressing some of their same thoughts in my testimony. Was a volunteer for 9 months down in the Hihi Canal, and our efforts down there directly with people going in the water had great impact on how people responded immediately. But even with us there, and even in a reserve where it's pretty obvious they're not supposed to take anything, there are people trying to take things, okay? There were people showing up with nets and fish food, and we had to educate them, hold it, first off, you can't do that here. So my point is that enforcement becomes almost impossible. It becomes a very difficult thing, and I appreciated some of the thoughts that the advisory board was sharing here, that if we're going to have enforcement that really has any teeth, we need to go to the shipping them off the island and shut down the whole business. We also need the people who are going to be there to make sure that everyone knows the rules, and that means the rules have to be simple. No take. No take of aquarium fish, period. Not commercial. No take. Because the guy who says, I'm taking it for just my own self and my friends, well, how do we now enforce on that? Okay? So the rules have to be very strict and simple. Just stop the take altogether, and then make sure everyone knows. And if everyone knows, then everyone can become a steward of this and can help the DNR enforce on this kind of thing. I want to be brief. There's so many people to speak, but thank you for the time.
Thank you. We appreciate your point of view. Okay. And Mr. Collins, by the way, there is currently a 5-fish limit per day on aquarium taking to the Maui.
Personal.
Only for those who don't have a commercial license. If you have a commercial license, you can take all you want.
Aloha, Director Keelan, Chair Schaefer, and members of the council. Mahalo for the opportunity to offer testimony on this vital issue for the overall well-being of Maui. My name is Mike Moran, and I'm testifying on behalf of the Kihei Community Association. Last evening, the KCA monthly community meeting concerned the topic of preserving Maui's coral reef systems by inviting knowledgeable individuals to offer information to the community, followed by organizing the audience into 4 discussion groups to ascertain what was causing these systems to deteriorate and what initiatives the KCA could take to promote the recovery. We arrived at a limited number of actions desired by our South Maui community. Since there are numerous causes to the problem, it resulted in numerous practices needed to fix the problem, some more easily achieved than others. One action which can be taken quickly, or as quickly as anything can be done in Hawaii, is to prohibit the practice of what is generally called aquarium fish collecting, an effort to control the actions of a few for the benefit of so many. In addition to being attractive, many of these fish are herbavores, meaning they naturally eat algae around the reef system. In their absence, algae can overtake the coral reef and eliminate, or in extreme cases, kill it, so we are left with algae reefs rather than our coral reefs. As we understand the present situation, there are no limits on how many individuals can be aquarium collectors, nor how many fish they can take, nor what they do with them. Whether you are a self-described haole-come lady to Maui, as I am, or someone who's had family here for generations, visitor, fisherman, marine biologist, or working in the ocean activity industry, we all ask the same question: where are all the fish? We understand that millions have been shipped out of Maui to points all around the world to either die before reaching their destination or not long afterwards in a fish tank thousands of miles from here. We ask Director Keelan to stop this horrid practice. A concern that was raised in my group was, would there be sufficient enforcement of such a rule or law? And you all know the answer to that, as Maui's extremely limited number of daycare offices has been a repeated topic for this council. But we concluded you proceed regardless of enforcement capability, using an analogy of the Maui Police Department, our part of the island. At night, the Kihei district of the Maui Police Department often has 4 offices covering the entire area from the tunnel on the valley to the end of the road to the National Reserve. Obviously insufficient to be able to enforce all laws for everyone. Yet no one advocates not passing laws for the benefit of the community. Most residents obey laws and rules simply because they are on the books. The KCA asks Director Thielen to prohibit aquarium fishing on Maui.